Hey everybody, it is Thursday the 14th. You are watching this either in class or at home, depending on when you finished your summer assessment classwork grade. As I explained in class, this is a flipped classroom where you will learn a concept at home and then you will come to class and do an activity the next day. Make sure you take down every note that I put on here, just as you would in class. Also, like I said, you can do this on your bed with some popcorn and a Coke and just being comfy, and hopefully you will enjoy this as other grades have in the past. Okay, so in your composition book, you are taking these notes, and as you can see, it's my hand, it's my squeaky chair, so it's just like you're sitting in classroom, but you're at home, comfy and cozy. Okay, so as always with anything in class, you always want to date it. Okay, and you can even write underneath it flipped, so you know this was the video you watched at home, so if you need to go back and do a refresher on it, you can always do that. Now remember, you can pause this at any time. If you have any questions, write some questions out to the side, and you can ask me the next day. Okay. Also, I told you that if you have any questions and you want to email me, and I always check my email before I go to bed. So let's get started. Okay, the first one is a very simple concept. Okay, and it's something called interval notation. Okay, and it's something that we do to represent the behavior of a graph. Okay, and as you know that we've been doing inequalities in class. We did some pretty extensive multi-step inequalities yesterday. So now this is just taking that answer and taking it and writing your answer in a different form called interval notation. Now, let's start with example 1, and like I said, you're writing everything that I write. Okay? Let's start with example 1. Let's say when we solve a problem, okay, that is the solution to whatever problem it was that I gave you. Okay, well, you can write an inequality statement for this. As you know, it's going to be x is greater than -2. And it's greater than, not greater than equal to, because it's an open dot, not a closed dot. Open dot goes with greater than and less than. A closed dot goes with greater than equal to or less than equal to. And then your symbol, okay, your inequality symbol is represented by the direction of your graph, the solution. So everything greater than -2 would be the solution to whatever your equation was. Now, to take this and write it in interval notation. Okay, now these kind of go together. An open dot goes with greater than or less than. Okay, so my left side, and we do it like you read, okay, it's a -2. So I'm going to put a parenthesis, -2, and then where am I going? This is my left side, and then what's happening to my graph? What the end behavior? Well, it's going to what? Positive infinity. And then close parenthesis. And the reason why it's closed is because it's not stopping anywhere over here. Okay? Now, and the reason why there's an open parenthesis here is because I'm not including the -2. So, the way you read it is my graph is going from -2 to infinity. Okay, so let's say my graph is a closed dot and going to the left. Well, we know that that solution is x is less than or equal to 3. So to write the interval notation, again, remember what I said, you write it the way you read. What's happening on this side of my graph? I'm going to -infinity. And then what's happening here? I'm going to 3, but I'm including it, so I'm going to use a bracket. So a bracket, the equal sign, and a closed dot all go together. A parenthesis, greater than or less than, and an open dot all go together. Now, we haven't talked about this type of graph or the solution to what I'm going to present right here. Okay, but this is a compound inequality. Okay, this is the graph or the solution to a compound inequality. So, based on what I've just done, how do I write this in interval notation? Again, you look how you read. So what's happening to the graph on the left side? Well, I'm going to -3 and I'm stopping, and it's an open dot. So -3. Where am I going? I'm going to 4, but it's a closed dot. So my solution is a -3 to 4. Now, if I went back and wanted to write the inequality statement, you would think about it, okay? X is between, excuse me, this was not supposed to be an equal sign. Okay. X is between -3 and 4. All of these numbers are solutions, so greater than -3 but less than 4, and that's what this inequality says. X is greater than -3, but X is less than or equal to 4. And I didn't mean to put that equal sign. And let's do one more. Now again, you can pause this at any time after I present the problem, pause it, you work it, and then you check your answer. And again, you can rewind it if you need to rewind it if you missed something, or if you just want to re-watch it, that is fine as well. Okay, so just one more. And again, you can pause it for a minute, write the answer, and then check to see if you get it right. Okay, so hopefully you paused it. So what am I doing? Left to right, I'm at -6. It's a closed dot, therefore it's a bracket. And where am I going? To positive infinity. And it keeps going. Okay. And the inequality statement would be greater than or equal to -6. Okay, now after every flipped classroom, and this one was a little bit longer just because I was explaining it, but really it should only be a few minutes, you always have what I call try these. And I give you a few problems and you try them and then you come to class and that's what you have to show me. Okay? So try these. There's the first one. And again, you can pause this. I'm just going to, when I finish writing them all, you pause it, and then you can write down all the problems. Oops, that should not be a -3. I'm not paying attention as I'm talking. And I'd like for you to write the interval notation for all of these as well as the inequality statements. And then the last one. And the last one, I want you to actually solve it, write the inequality statement, graph it, and write the interval notation. Okay. Hopefully you found this to be very easy, the concept as well as the video, and I will see you tomorrow. Y'all have a great night, okay?